Howdy, y'all! Welcome back to The Wrangler. Today, we've got something special for all you 1923 fans. You've been asking for it, and I'm here to deliver. We're diving into the trailer and first look of 1923 Season 2, Episode 6. So saddle up because we're about to break down everything you need to know. And trust me, there's a lot to talk about. This is a big one, folks. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on all things Western, including more 1923 content. Now, let's get into the action. Alright, let's kick things off with the trailer. As you can see, right off the bat, we're thrown right back into the thick of it. The sweeping landscapes, the towering mountains. 1923. Really knows how to set the scene, doesn't it? And the music? Oh, that score gives me chills every time. But there's more to this trailer than just the beauty of the land. It's clear that Episode 6 is going to bring us some serious heat. First thing we see, we've got the Dutton family front and center. We catch a glimpse of Jacob Dutton looking more intense than ever. His relationship with Kara is strained, big time. There's tension in the air, folks. And when Jacob looks at her, it's like he's carrying the weight of the entire world on his shoulders. Whew! What do you think's going on there? Is he feeling the pressure from the outside world, or is there something deeper between them? But don't let that fool you. While it looks like things might be falling apart for the Duttons, I have a feeling they're about to throw down in a big way. The trailer teases a major conflict brewing, and I'm talking about one that's gonna leave you on the edge of your seat. Now, let's talk about this confrontation right here. Did you catch that? It looks like someone's in trouble, and I'm guessing it's got something to do with Spencer. You remember him, right? He's been living abroad, but there's no way he's staying out of the drama. 1923 isn't gonna let us forget about Spencer, and from the looks of this, he's got a showdown coming. Whether it's a fight for his life or a battle to protect his family, I'm betting Spencer is going to be front and center in this episode. We know that each Dutton is going through their own trials and tribulations, but Episode 6 promises to bring those arcs to a boiling point. For Jacob, the head of the family, it's been a constant battle to keep his land, his legacy, and his family intact. The pressure from external forces is mounting, with enemies circling the Duttons like wolves. But Jacob's internal struggle is just as compelling. He's faced loss and betrayal before, but the weight of his decisions in this episode seems like it could push him to his breaking point. We've already seen glimpses of how much Jacob cares for his family, his devotion to Kara, his willingness to fight for the future of his ranch. But in Episode 6, we might finally see him have to choose between his sense of duty and personal survival. The real question here is whether Jacob will remain the steadfast protector of the Dutton name, or if this episode marks a turning point where he starts to unravel under the pressure. Then there's Kara, who has been one of the more complex characters this season. She's a woman torn between her love for Jacob and her desire to see the Duttons rise to power again, but it's becoming more clear that her loyalty may be tested. Throughout the season, we've watched her slowly take on a more active role in the family's fight, and she's beginning to show a fierceness that we hadn't seen before. The tension between her and Jacob is palpable, especially as they both deal with external threats and internal conflicts. Some fans believe Episode 6 could see Kara make a difficult decision, maybe even one that puts her at odds with Jacob. On the other hand, we can't forget Spencer. He's been living abroad, removed from the family's turmoil, but I have a feeling Episode 6 is going to pull him back in a big way. Spencer's arc has been building slowly, and the Duttons' reliance on him could be what ultimately ties the family's fates together. Whether he's the one who saves them or the one who pushes them closer to the edge, his role in this episode will no doubt be pivotal. Each Dutton is facing their own personal battle, and Episode 6 could be the episode that forces them all to reckon with their choices. Jacob, as always, is the man holding it all together, but you can see the cracks. With the pressure mounting from external enemies and internal struggles, Jacob might finally snap. And then there's Kara. Her role this season has been so fascinating to watch. As a character, she's definitely coming into her own, but you can tell she's feeling torn. Her loyalty to Jacob, her growing concerns for the future, it's a tough place to be. Now Spencer, though. This guy, you've got to wonder, what's his breaking point? He's been distant, but the Dutton blood runs deep. And we saw in the trailer, he's not staying away forever. When he comes back, we'll see if he's ready to take on whatever's been thrown at the family. I think he's been hiding away, but deep down, he knows that to keep the Dutton legacy alive, he'll have to make some impossible choices. Then, we've got the external forces at play, the enemies of the Duttons. We've seen how ruthless the antagonists are in this show, and episode 6 seems like the point where things get real ugly for them. There's no holding back this time, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a full-blown war coming our way. But here's the big question. Will Jacob and Spencer be able to protect everything they've built? Or is it all about to come crashing down? Now for the exciting part, an exclusive first look. We've got a sneak peek of some of the upcoming scenes, and trust me, you're going to want to see this. Just take a look at this tension right here. This is where 1923 really shines. When every word, every glance carries so much weight. This episode isn't just a battle of guns and fists. It's a battle of wills, of family, and of loyalty. One of the things I'm most excited about is the emotional journey this episode promises. It's not all about action. We've got some deep, heart-wrenching moments ahead. These characters are gonna be tested, and we're gonna see them rise or fall based on those choices. So, what are my predictions for this episode? I'm thinking we'll see some major confrontations, both physically and emotionally. The Dutton family is about to face the ultimate test, and I'm willing to bet there are some shocking twists that will leave us all speechless. We've seen the stakes rise over the last couple of episodes, but episode 6? This is where everything changes. Now, I've been diving into fan forums, Reddit threads, and the comment sections across social media to see what everyone's saying, and let me tell you, y'all have some wild theories out there. One prediction that keeps popping up is the idea that Spencer could play a bigger role than we thought. Some fans believe he might be the key to stopping the Dutton family's enemies. One Reddit user pointed out that Spencer's skills as a tracker and fighter could be exactly what the Duttons need to outsmart their rivals. I gotta admit, that theory makes a lot of sense, right? Others are speculating that this episode will see Jacob make a tough choice. Some saying he could sacrifice his life to save the family, while others think it's a metaphorical sacrifice, a choice that changes the family's future forever. This prediction is based on the way Jacob's been portrayed as the protector, but we've seen cracks in his armor. If the Duttons are going to keep their legacy intact, Jacob might have to make a heartbreaking decision. All right, folks, there you have it. The trailer, the first look, and my predictions for 1923, Season 2, Episode 6. What do you think? Is the Dutton family about to lose it all, or are they gonna rise to the challenge? Drop your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments below. I'd love to hear what y'all are thinking. And if you're excited as I am, be sure to give this video a like and share it with your fellow Western lovers. Daily follow us on TikTok, the.wrangler.yt, and Instagram, official.wrangler.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.